Mark, you know what we haven't done in a while?
Put out a good podcast.
We haven't done a giveaway.
We ain't done a giveaway in a while.
No. So for the month of September, I came up with an idea.
What do you got?
We've been putting cash in the urn.
All
We'll
right.
keep doing that.
All right.
I'll get a different urn. Let's give away the urn.
Full cash?
Not full of cash. Something even better.
Come on.
Kane's been in the studio.
Right.
So what I did was I had Kane sign the urn. Maybe I can convince you to sign it as well.
I think we can do that.
We're going to give it away to one lucky fan. All you have to do,
What do you got to do? Tell me.
go over to our Spotify, give us a follow, a 5-star review, and leave a comment. It can be any comment. We don't care. Undertaker's great. Brothers of Destruction, greatest tag team ever.
Right.
Matt sucks. Whatever. We don't care what you write in there. Just leave a comment, a 5-star review, and follow the Spotify page. That's all you have to do.
That's easy peasy.
Not a dollar needs to be spent.
Not a dime.
And you'll have a chance to win this urn signed by the Brothers of Destruction.
Are you a friend of The Undertaker? Has he charged you hundreds and hundreds of dollars for adult entertainment? Call us.
There's a class action lawsuit.
2 or 10, he romanced them all the same.
Dude, I love serial killer stuff. I was in a bookstore.
How did we
Matt,
get on serial killers?
I don't know. It's my brain. You're allowed to bring guns and bombs in. It basically is what they're saying. For $90.
No, they're not. A pair of Crocs, a piss something. Look,
Shoot. We
Look
don't
at
even
that.
get nothing but
People are
shoes.
asking where they can get these flip-flops.
no, they're not.
Oh,
they're
that's
asking
no,
where you
that's-
can buy some regular
Jokes.
shoes.
questions.
Matt, it's a joke. They're joking with you.
The fans
They
are
consider
Mark.
you a man. They don't consider you a man.
They don't consider me a man.
Hey,
I'm not a man.
and that's considering the source, you should be really.
He's just mad because he has the
Sylvia
inability
Plath.
to wear flip-flops.
Yes.
Wow.
That's like disability.
Bro, that was low.
Racial disability.
That was low.
It is. It is.
Just because a man ain't got
Just for
toes.
that, give me f***ing calf raises.
Yeah.
What? I gotta tell you what, I can do more calf races than
Put
Dennis.
some money in there.
Wow.
Put some money in there.
Put your money where your toes are.
Yeah, you need it.
What the hell?
That is
Oh my
handicapism.
I'll start wearing flippers when you're on.
Handicapism.
I'm gonna promote this.
I'll start wearing flippers
You
whenever
need to
he's
make
on.
them. and
What the
sell 'em.
heck?
Yeah.
Make
Why
them
you,
sell
hey,
'em.
the man's handicapped.
Yeah. He definitely is.
Is that gas? See, he thinks it's the simplest things the first time. That was my swing blade. Remember? He was like, come take a look at this lawnmower. I ain't got no gas in it.
Why?
Hey, man, these are your friends. These are your friends.
And we give you yours too for $29.95 a month. Just send $29.95 a month. Capture money order to Dennis Knight and Mike Cambria.
That is
Mike
too.
Cambria.
Godwin's / be your friend.
Be your friend.
A PR5
You can
for
tell everyone that you can tell everyone that you're friends with the Godwins.
Oh,
Would you give up your if you had a gig where like somebody paid $30 a month to have your phone number? Would you be completely?
I
okay?
give my phone. I give my phone number and my address out to everyone. Nobody shows up. They don't care.
Well, you'll be getting
I
to
do
know
get a
them
lot of
now.
phone calls from girls.
There's a side of me that doesn't want to bleep out his phone number.
you know,
Could be a
that's
thing.
that one
Grab
doesn't
one
count.
of the- grab one
That
of
one
these
doesn't
guys'
count.
moms.
I don't owe money for that. You
No,
know.
you don't. You
that
don't
was
know.
a different. That was in a different context.
Yes.
Oh, did you know?
Shut
you
up.
know?
I know your phone's gonna be blowing up when this comes
It
out.
won't. It really won't. I've done this everywhere. No one called
How
me.
much do you want to bet?
I think that you've never sat on the
Ladies
number
and
one
gentlemen,
wrestling.
my
That
phone
is your
number.
actual phone number.
My phone number, Dennis Knight of Clearwater, Florida. I hardly answer my phone anyway, so please send texts. If I get more than 100 texts within a week, I will do my own podcast. And I will air it at WrestleMania next year, and I will have everyone put The Undertaker on it.
That's fine.
And we'll do it live.
That's totally fine by me.
Yeah,
I'll be at the bar.
It's out there. If you look at my name, it has my phone number on my phone. I don't care, dude. What are you gonna do?
Henry, you came You brought a little gift over there, the bottle.
Yeah. Oh,
Is
by
that
the
what
bottle.
y'all have been doing?
Oh, wait.
What is that?
Oh,
This is the BSK Fruit Chews.
I disagree with this entire situation.
got some organics.
You got organics?
Organic.
He's got
Clean
they're
medicine here?
gummies.
No?
Are you scared?
Me? Yeah, well, of course I'll take them.
That's what I say.
One.
Yes. On a previous episode, I was asked my Mount Rushmore of drugs. I would like to change that answer right now to LSD, marijuana, mushrooms, and then somas. LSD, marijuana, mushrooms, somas. Thank you.
What is that? What you got there?
By
Henry?
no
is
means
clean
do we
medicine. This is,
advocate
We do not advocate
using
it at all.
any of those.
BSK Fruit Chews. Have one.
Just do this.
Hold on. Before I take this, I've got to drive.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah.
You've been driving.
25
crazy for the
milligrams,
last
clean
hour and a
medicine.
half.
25 milligrams of what?
THC.
Marijuana.
And CBD. It's a full spectrum for the body.
And Matt, we
I can
know
keep
if
going,
you know
man.
one thing, it's about the spectrum.
Oh,
And that's how it all
And that shut us down.
went
Mark, you're
down.
welcome. You can go home and not.
Thank you. Thank you. 31 episodes in, ladies and gentlemen, and it all went down.
500 million viewers.
all right. We'll see what happens.
Hey, you're in good.
Did you
hands.
really take one? Oh my God.
Good, I gotta take mine.
It's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's like if you
Well,
took.
nothing to you versus
Yeah,
nothing
and-
to me could be
True. It's like if
a
you
bad
like,
situation.
And you're good, right?
hit my
good.
pen like 3 times. He doesn't do any of that anymore. Just alcohol.
Oh, that's good.
He's just grain fed now.
Grain fed.
Yeah.
Yes. All. Yes.
And grape and grain fed.
Yeah.
So that bottle of Jack was full before the day started today.
That is nothing. You want to go to Vegas?
No.
No.
That was
Hey,
ridiculous.
Godfather had on Godfather's episode, and y'all might be able to attest to this. We were talking about.
I was
He
told
at
there would
first
be
said,
no
"There's
tests."
no way we've ever drank an entire barrel of Jack Daniels throughout our life." He was like, "There's no way we've drank a
don't
whole
think-
barrel."
Just them two?
No, BSK.
That's a lot. I did the calculations. A barrel is like 125. Ooh. Ooh.
There's one right there
At
almost.
his
We drank 5 that
retirement-
night.
No, we drank 7. At his retirement, the next day, the bartender goes, did you guys know you drank 7 bottles of Jack Daniels? And I was like, holy crap. So I get to the thing, knowing he's mad at me because we drank 7 bottles of Jack Daniels and I might have fallen asleep. And he
Been
might have
belligerent
yeah,
and
I hit him a lot.
almost
And yeah,
smacked him.
yeah, and
That was close.
So I see him the next day, or when we get back to the bar that night. When everyone, the first night it was Rikishi, Godfather, Savio, me, Henry, Mark, Booker T, Flair was there
White.
for a little bit, and Timmy White. So it was BSK. I'm going to throw Timmy White as an honorary fringe BSK because
Dude, you're honorary fringe BSK. How could you-
literally, I am. Yeah, yeah, and
with demerits.
yeah, many. And then the bartender said, "Do you know you guys drank 7 bottles of Jack Daniels last night?" And I was like, "Holy crap!" And then he straddles down to the. I think there was music behind him, you know, and he walks into the bar. I was like, "Dude, the dude said we drank 7 bottles of Jack Daniels last night." He goes, "Guess we're getting old." The most Undertaker line of
I
all
think
time.
we had to be helped to our room that night.
I was fine. I was just pretending so you wouldn't feel bad.
Wow. Wonder who that was that pulled me down.
There is a video.
What, for your career or life?
There's a TMZ video.
There is, yes. Me and you needed to be attended to our
Yeah.
rooms. Although the people that were attending to us to our rooms weren't far behind where we were. Let's be honest. I saw the video. I just saw a lot of laughing and a lot of smacking of me.
And
Like
that's
it.
different how?
Wow. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we get to the room and he pushes me up against the wall. He's getting pissed and pissed and pissed. And I was like, psh. Godfather goes, you know, you keep hitting him. You know, you keep hitting him, he's going to knock you out. I said, it wouldn't be the first time. Whack. And it was like, boom, my door opens, I roll in, thing shuts.
That's not the first time you've
No.
gotten into their
God,
hotel
no.
room, have you?
No, that was one of the last times. No, that was at his retirement. Yeah,
that was just 4 years ago.
Weekly, yeah, that was like a weekly, couple daily thing.
Well, according to him, he had to come in and take care of business one night with you guys.
Oh, they got cute. They
Florida
got
trip
cute.
We talked about, yeah.
Florida trip, yeah.
They got cute one night and double teamed me as I was coming in my hotel room.
Thought we succeeded.
What happened there, Henry?
Well,
This is the
Their room,
His
their
room
room
was
is
straight
right
across
Yeah,
from
straight
his.
across from there. So we're putting our luggage up. We're doing whatever before we go out, right? So
You have
I'm
to,
not
dude.
paying.
You have to take one. You're here.
I'm not paying much attention to them. They're being silly. I'm trying to get in, get ready so we can
By
leave.
the way, we're all on a ton of LSD. And,
no, we are
no,
not.
not that night.
No, no.
Oh no, it was the
No.
next night was the dollhouse. Sorry,
No.
he's absolutely right. He was not. Me and Mark were. He was at the. He drove us back.
Yes, he did. So anyway, I opened the door, pulling my bag, making sure that my bag has cleared the
Full
door,
giant back to us.
and turned my back to him, which was my mistake.
Dumbass.
And
You're from war.
they just
You don't turn
launched.
your ass.
They just launched an attack on me. They both
Did.
just double team. They double team me. They jump on me.
I think we pushed you down on the bed,
Yep.
trying to get you into the middle of the
Yes,
bed.
they
or
got me
whatever.
onto one bed. We're trying to get me in between the two.
Yeah. Oh
So
no,
that-
you had one and we had two, and you got me in between, and then like started Legoing furniture on top of me.
So they got you in your room.
Yeah, so they get me in my room, they knock me down, a couple, and then they try to run off and be cute, right? They're going to get back to their room before I can get up.
These are
from
full-grown adults.
these are
on
yes,
TV
we're all
every
adult
week.
men.
300 plus,
On
everybody.
TV every week,
Everybody.
giggling
And
like
they're
children.
giggling like little girls, and they get to their room and they think they're clear, and I got there just before the door closes. I got my hand in,
Boom.
and
Hell to pay.
they're laughing, they're oblivious, and it just commenced. I commenced to whooping
Commenced to
them.
whooping an ass. Oh, that
Coffee
was so
pots, hair
funny.
dryers, lamps, everything.
And I told you, and you shoot
Everything
the
that
fucking
wasn't tied
minibar
down,
out.
I
It was
threw
like
at 'em.
$300. Remember that? As you walked out, you shook the minibar out.
I did everything on the mini bar. Okay.
That was like $300 back then. A fucking thing of nuts. It was like, oh, hey, would you like some honey-coated peanuts? That would be $37. It was like that beef rib from last night, yeah.
They never jumped me again.
Never jumped
Yeah.
That was another one. I would love to see one of my favorite acts of yours, ribs of yours, that I would love to see brought back, which I don't know how it would, go over now, is he would walk into your room and immediately turn on like a 5-hour block of adult movies in your room on your name. Immediately. It'd be like, hey, what are we doing? When are we going?
You're in the shower, messing
No, right in front of you.
Oh, just right in front of you.
Right in front of you, yeah.
Just leave.
Right in front of you. And then you're at the desk the next morning. All right, that'll be 1995.
Oh, you had
for
a movie.
The all anal parade and the. It was him. What the hell?
Love making anal session.
How to please your partner. I don't know why there was a man and a dog on that video.
Oh yeah, my buddy was messing around with the remote. I didn't really watch that. Oh yes, oh sure.
Yeah.
Yes,
Then
sir.
why is it replayed 3 times?
Man, have you ever heard the Undertaker? He bought a bunch of porn last night in my room.
Could you see that? All right, listen. Have you heard of the Undertaker? All right, this is what happens. He'll come in your room and he'll click on hours and hours of very expensive adult entertainment,
And to leave.
and then just throw the remote in the middle of your bed and walk out. It happens. It's like we need what is it, a PSA for that.
Yeah.
Are you a friend of the Undertaker? Has he charged you hundreds and hundreds of dollars for adult entertainment? Call us.
There's a class action lawsuit.
Like Camp Lejeune.
For ear protect bad water.
Yeah.
They're trying to collect their money back.
Yeah.
People are trying to get their money back from you for buying
That was a
blocks of
great one.
porn.
Although if I did that, even to like Drew McIntyre or something. I don't think it would get over like it did back then. You know? Oh, it was hilarious.
Well, I don't think
because
they,
it was
first
so
of all, I don't think they
expensive.
sell blocks of porn anymore in the hotel rooms.
What the hell's happened to this country?
It's gone downhill.
Goddamn Biden.
He's coming around.
I am not. I love you, Uncle Joe.
Oh my goodness!
Henry,
love
what was it
everything you've
like
done for
spending the
us.
last 32 years with this man as your tag team
Oh my
partner?
gosh, it was an adventure.
gosh.
It was an adventure.
Gosh. Why didn't you ask me that question? Why is it got to be him? Like, I'm the problem.
We were just talking about the WCW days and
Yes.
the first night and
Very first night. What did you say? I want to hear your version of
Yeah,
the first
how did
night.
you guys
Okay,
meet?
we get to Kennesaw. I have my dark match with Joey Mags. Dusty Rhodes introduces me and you. Go.
well, you had
You
a
have
match
to
that
tell the
night.
story of the
yeah, you
entire
had a
night.
match that night, and then
We've already
we
passed that.
met and we went back to the dungeon, the Ramada.
Come on.
Oh,
Put some layers.
by
Do
the
you remember
Waffle House?
Ramada? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What was the lady's name?
Yeah. I don't remember. You tell
Give me a
all the
second.
time.
I'll think
She's
of it.
still there.
She's
No,
still
she's
there.
still
She's
there.
still there.
No way.
Still there, running the.
And Big
gotta
Andy's
be.
back in the
Annie?
No
area.
way.
Annie?
Yeah.
Hold on. Who's still at the Ramada?
the lady that
what is
the
her
general
name?
manager.
92.
Delaney?
91.
Delaney.
90.
Delane.
Yeah, Delane.
Where does she live?
Atlanta.
At the hotel.
It's funny,
what
she lives
city?
here in Austin. but
Atlanta.
it's-
God, we need to bring her on. She's probably got more stories.
Oh my God, no,
Tore
dude.
Tanaka.
WCW time when we were in
Tanaka.
WCW,
Remember
every
she-
single
Yeah.
night
She
in
dated
Atlanta
Tanaka.
when we
She
did
showed me a bunch
TVs
of
and
pictures
stuff,
one time.
we would all meet at the bar in the, because we all stayed at the Ramada in Atlanta by the airport. And every night you walk down to the bar and like I'm 20 years old, and I walk into the bar, and there's Baron von Raschke and Mike Graham and Vern Gagne or Greg Gagne, and you know it's just
Dusty, Dirty Dick Murdoch, remember?
At the Ramada?
yeah.
Really?
Dusty wasn't
Yes.
there. Murdoch was there.
Yeah.
Dusty wasn't
Dusty
there.
was there. Yes, he was.
I
They
don't
were
ever
there that
remember Dusty.
one night
I
together because
remember
he
one-
said about Scorpio.
Dusty or Murdoch? Murdoch then.
Yeah. Yeah. They
I
were-
like Dick Murdoch. I was named after Dick Murdoch in a couple of my altars. But yes, he was racist.
It's altars.
Wait, what?
When I went to Japan and Korea, I was Dennis Murdoch. When I went to Puerto Rico and I worked with... Do you know a guy named Tyree Pride? Do you remember him?
Yes.
Bahamian champion. Phenomenal guy. I was Dennis Murdoch. They used that for me. I love Dick Murdoch. Great wrestler for who he was and everything. And but card carrying clan member back in the day.
Okay, so y'all meet.
Yeah.
Y'all meet. What year was that?
92.
92.
Yeah.
And how did Dusty introduces you guys? What was he looking at this as going to be a tag team?
Yeah.
It was going to be him and another guy,
But they put me on. It was going to be me and
Bob Cook.
Bob Cook.
Cooker.
But he had did something
They
to his knee,
realized.
and
No, there was nothing wrong with him. I just pulled the rug out of that son of
you
a
sold
bitch.
it. I see what you did there.
Yeah, no,
But
for
they
real.
brought him in, and the first night we met, we went to the dungeon, started drinking, and went to the room, and
Well, that's enough. We don't need to hear any more detail.
Yeah.
We bought a block of porn.
Went to the room,
I was already in
were
New
there.
York.
You
I was already in New York.
girl he met.
had our first tag team match.
When?
In your
The
room?
night
Oh, that
after
night?
my dark match with Joey Mags.
Very first night, yeah.
Y'all don't waste any time.
That was
You know,
crazy.
Do you want to hear about the night we won the
I
tag
do.
team bouts?
Do I? I don't think I do.
I think we do.
Yes,
I think
you
we
do.
do. Let's hear about that night.
Yeah, sure do.
Who are y'all working?
Body Donis.
The Body Donna.
It's a whole day.
Wait a minute.
It's a whole day.
No, that's.
story.
Oh, I thought we were still in WCW.
No. We're
Y'all never
yeah,
won the
this
titles
is
in
not-
WCW?
No, we didn't. But every night we worked with the Horsemen. We worked with Steamboat and Shane. We worked with freaking everybody. Midnight Express,
JYD
Rock and
and
Roll.
Bagwell, and then Scorpio
Could
and
not
Bagwell.
have had a better, you remember that time period.
Bobby
You're a
Eaton.
big
Yeah.
fan of that era, yeah. Bobby Eaton traveled with us. Arn traveled with us. Flair occasionally traveled with us.
Tell us about the night you won the belts.
Okay. Would you like to tell?
You tell.
He's Walt Whitman over here, right? With the
I
stories.
started the first one. You did this one.
Oh, you got it, buddy. All right.
Well, hold on. I don't think your boy's taking a pull yet.
Uh-oh. Did the non-wrestler just call out a wrestler?
You need one?
Dude, do you remember that guy
took a pull.
Do you remember that guy in the landing strip when we were walking to the door? He would always try to squeeze your hand really hard.
No.
Yes, because you got super mad at him. You're like, dude, what the? Not that serious.
How many F-bombs are you going to drop?
I'm trying to break last times.
You're well on your way.
I don't think so. I think I cursed a lot more last time. Dalton, what do you think?
Dalton.
More cussing this time or last time? This time? Wait till next time.
Dalton wants more, he said. Yeah. All right, tell us all about the night that you won the belts.
We went to Madison Square Garden, wrestled the Body Downs, and won the belts. It was awesome.
What a great night.
What a great story.
Is that it?
No, there were other things that happened.
What was the celebration like?
Where'd y'all stay?
Has nothing to do with the celebration.
You know where we stayed.
You know where we
Newark.
stayed. Newark.
The Hilton, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Hilton. Yep.
Okay, this was the thing. At this point, all right, I'm gonna preface this story with throwing into another story. At that time period, when the Godwins
Imagine
were
that.
babies,
Yeah, he never does that.
imagine that. My brain is a pinball machine. You know that, don't you?
Oh, we know. Stuck on better hands.
Yes.
Okay, so at that point, Godwins are and when we got there, we got a lot of 8-man tags with the Bushwhackers, who were the perfect people to. It's like, mate, it doesn't matter who wins or who loses. What matters is after the match, you get the kids in the ring and you dance. Blah 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 blah. That's all that fucking matters. So, okay, we do that, right? All right, so at this point in time, the Godwins are like the baby-faceiest of the PC groups. We broke a record of going to radio stations and appearances
He
in
put
a
a
row
stop to
on
that.
the road. And yes, and
One night.
we were in the middle of that in 2 days, and we got to the building in, where did Michael Rappaport used to come? In New York. Was it Staten Island or was it Long Island? Anyway, it was Long Island. Long Island, and yeah, don't worry about it. I was just needing a reference. And we get to the building after like 3 6 a.m. radio interviews, 2 appearances somewhere else, and this, and then to the building to wrestle. And he sees us, and one of the office people come in like, we need you to do a meet and greet with the people at the building. And he freaking stands up. He's like, you get the fuck out of here. You go find somebody else. You don't tell these guys what to do, blah, blah. And I never felt so, I was like, Daddy. You know, I never felt so good.
What was it like?
Daddy. And yeah, and they took us. We did a lot of we did a lot of appearances.
Yeah. There's sometimes if you're too nice,
They'll take advantage.
they will take advantage of you. And then there's nobody in the position of the guy that was telling you guys that you had to go do that. One, he shouldn't be talking to you the way he was talking to
I
you.
was there a year.
He was, and then it was just like, they'd been busting their butt, which is, I mean, that's part of it, but because they're not gonna, they're not gonna say anything.
And our character, we were very media and kid and people friendly,
but still,
Yeah.
you don't come in and say, hey, get ready, you got to go do this. Like, dude.
He did. He was kind of a dick to us about
Yeah,
it.
that's what I didn't like the way he
nice.
talked. So
Did you ever?
Thanks,
do
Dad.
that?
you're welcome, son.
Taker?
Yeah.
He's never had to. I don't put my.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what about the night you won the
Okay, the night we won the belts. Anyway, so that's going.
thought we
That's why
covered
we're
that
doing
already.
that. It was right around that. It was right around that period of time when we're doing all of these appearances. So we fly into Newark, get a room at the Hilton, and then the office sends a car to come pick us up, and it's me and Henry and Savio and Al Snow. And it was in the middle of the day before the garden show, and they sent us to a hospital in Queens with children who are never getting out, low-income children who are never getting out. And you just have to be nice and not, and make them feel good for a little while, give them a shirt, play with them, blah, 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 blah. And it's awesome. It's really a very fulfilling thing that you can do when you realize, oh, I'm getting ready to go wrestle at the most famous arena in the world, and this kid's never getting out of this room. You know what I mean? It sucks for you, but I'm going to go to the Garden. Just kidding. But anyway, so we go out of the appearance.
Just when you have them right there on your side.
Twist it.
Yeah,
twist it.
You have to turn heel.
I do.
The ultimate
I can't
heel.
help it.
Mark,
Yes, sir.
our great sponsor here, Artisan Grange. We've talked about them for a while now. These guys got a little CBD pouch, 5 milligrams, great flavors.
Which flavor is this?
This is the wintergreen. So if you're trying to come off dip or anything like that, you gotta have to cut. These are brand new cans. Artisan Grange help you out. Ooh, look at you with your knife. I've seen you sitting over there with that today.
I thought I might need it.
Artisan Grange is a company started when a group of former tobacco dippers wanted a dip alternative that actually tasted like tobacco. So they decided to make one on one condition. It supports American farmers. No matter what your taste, hemp dip satisfies without tobacco, nicotine, or fake fillers. Each pouch contains 5 milligrams of full spectrum CBD from the hemp. The community of hemp dippers who have switched from tobacco and other alternatives is a proud group of dippers who have pride in dipping as a simple pleasure again. One you can do because you want to, not because you have to, and supporting the American tradition of farm quality. So, thank you, Artisan Grange, for sending us some of this product. You gotten in there yet?
I can't get in.
What is? Man. You can tell you're from the West Coast over here in Texas.
The West Coast. The Southwest Coast.
It smells good. It smells like a wintergreen.
Did you get one?
Yeah, it tastes pretty good.
That's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, thank you, Artisan Grange, once again for supporting 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway.
Thank you, Artisan Grange.
Okay, so we get back in the limo after playing with these kids and everything, and it was just a great time. And it's me and Henry and Savio and Al Snow. And Savio, and we're in the thing, and Henry, or Snow, Al, and Savio are in the back part of it. And Savio starts crying. And then we all start crying. And we feel like crap as we're going to the building. So, Mideon or Phineas to the rescue. By the time we got to the building, we did not feel as bad as we did when we left that hospital. Okay. So we get to the building, and then we get called into the office, and we were told that we are winning the championships that night. So, like, cool, sweet. Which, along with a lot of our stuff and my stuff I Forrest Gump through wrestling, happened to also be the night of the curtain call.
Yeah.
That's the night we won the belts.
Oh, wow.
Little takeaway from us. Anyway, so we go out, wrestle, body runs. Fantastic match. One of our best. Remember the mule kick and run around?
Tackle, yeah.
Our best tackle, yeah. And we were great with them. It was Candido, phenomenal. So then after the match, we win. And first thing I see as we come back, Yokozuna has come to the curtain to watch our match. And he's like, BSK. And I was like, awesome, right? You know, it's Yokozuna. And everybody was like, all these guys, we got back because we all dressed in the same room. They were like, cool, and everything. And then it was us and Hillbilly. We found that instead of driving into the city, like the mayor and them would do to save money, if you rent a limo in Newark, it would take you to the building. It would take you inside the building. It would come and pick you up and back for like $100, $150. And like 3 or 4 of you would do that, and it was so much better than having to park because you would have to find me, just cross the street.
They ripped our antennas off and
It was a pain.
try to break your mirrors off.
Remember? You had that kind of heat, cutie. Just kidding. So anyway, we in the belts. Great celebration, Earl. We did a lot of dancing. It was a good, and it was right at the beginning of kind of the Attitude Era. It was right. It was the first sellout that the Garden had in like a year. And it was cool. We did that, blah, blah, blah. Watch the rest of it. We're going back to the hotel in Newark, and it's me and Henry and Hillbilly. We got a limo, and we're going back. And if there are any fans of 6 Feet Under podcast, you'll remember a certain phrase that I use called dragonfly. Had some dragonfly. Me and Henry have the dragonfly. And we go back to the hotel in the Hilton. Was it the Hilton? It was the Hilton or the Vermont?
It was either the Hilton or the Jetport.
The Jetport was the Holiday Inn. That had the restaurant. That had the Japanese restaurant, right?
Maybe.
Okay. Anyway, so we're at the Hilton, and we go back after winning the belt, and we go to the bar there, and just packed, and hanging out with Steve Austin, and he's hanging out, and this guy, is just,
doing this
Did you
thing.
guys tell the story about him when you were like, oh, I bet you can't go, and blah, 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 and he was like, oh, I bet I can, and he went and did it, and then brought other things back as well.
You were sitting over there
I
on
had
that
earphones
cat.
and I listened to not a word of what you guys said.
Okay, it's been covered.
Yeah, okay. So then we head back there. We're at the bar, and, then the dragonfly starts buzzing around in my head, buzzing around in his head. We start going and everything like that, and then we meet some female friends, and we're like, hey, and, freaking HBO over here. I was like, hey, let's go. It's like, okay, we go back. And the girl that I'm with just actually wants to
Cuddle.
pretend to go to sleep. Yes. And just say, I spent the night with blah, blah, blah. And I looked at her, and he's in bed next to me. I said, I am on so much acid right now. There's no way in hell I can lay in this bed here with you for another minute. So I get up, and I walk out the door, and I go to the elevator, and I hit the button, and then the elevator opens, and it was that goth girl and that big, tall, black, half American Indian girl. And they grabbed me, and they took me to their room. And I spent the night in their room watching. Mark wasn't there, so he couldn't put the dirty movies on, but watching various wrestling movies. With the two women.
Odd right now.
And that was the best day of my life.
I get it, because we danced around a couple things.
With the great payoff. That's what storytelling is. I started with the kids ain't getting out of the hospital.
Yeah, no, you come
They're
right
happy
off.
for me.
But
Yes.
you kept it clean, and you sort of danced around, but everybody got...
I know. It's almost like somebody should pay me for the words that come out of my mouth. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Wow. I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
We had so much more fun when you weren't. I love you. Do you know who I have? Van Fleet is phenomenal, isn't he? I love that kid.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He's all right.
He's on his way.
He's
be
a
all
little
right.
nerdy. Yeah,
He's gonna be
he's
all right.
Still
definitely.
learning, but he might be able to make
Yeah,
it.
we could abuse the shit out of him.
Yeah,
in
he's a
a
good
very
sport.
fair and
Ethical way.
ethical way. Yeah.
Yes.
But he's a good kid.
Yeah,
and
he's
Maven,
good.
I don't know what it is with that kid. He literally had a 5-year career. He came down right after I retired, and he was at a bar right off of in Clearwater, right by the beach. Me and my mom were there, and because I wasn't allowed to go out without my mom.
Yes.
So. And Maven was there, and maybe my mom hooked up. I said,
What the hell?
Where's this going?
Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa.
Maven and my mom
Your
were
mom?
hanging out together.
Yeah, a happy dad moment.
Wow. Hey.
Happy daddy.
Everybody.
Maven was hanging out with my mom, and my mom. This doesn't make it any better. My mom fell in love with him and talked about him a lot, and then he reached out to me on.
Do you call Maven Daddy?
Yeah, he reached out to me on the Instaweb, and
He seems like
talked
he'd be a
to
good
me.
dad.
Good kisser.
He's a good color,
kisser.
caramel, not too
kisser.
black, not too white. Dude, am I the only person you have to do this for?
I don't even know why I keep bringing it closer to you. I feel like I
You
need to
do.
go this way.
It's like-
You're going to get it close enough in a minute, and he's just going to swallow the whole thing.
Oh my gosh, Henry, y'all are the polar opposites, right?
No, that was
No?
a team from Memphis. No, this is an act. See that smile? Back in the day when he had hair and it was the eyelashes.
The eyelashes.
Dude.
Yeah. He bat them eyelashes.
And he
Brother.
was evil.
No, he wasn't evil. He was just a penny dropping
was
machine.
shy.
He was evil.
I called him the Conway Twitty of WWE.
Yeah, but that's a good one. Yeah, old Hal Jenkins.
2 or 10, he romanced them all the same.
Dude, I love serial killer stuff. I was in a bookstore.
How did we
Matt,
get on serial killers?
I don't know. It's my brain. I was in a bookstore, Matt, in Clearwater, and this guy goes, "You want to see something?" And he came out with an actual John Wayne Gacy painting, clown painting of John Wayne Gacy. He goes, "I will give it to you for $800." I said, "Dude, I have $112 in the bank. Will you give it to me for that?" He said, "No." So I do not have it.
You know that Amy would have bought that.
I know.
Yeah.
Was there any
wanted-
way to like authenticate that?
Yes. Yeah, there is. Ask me. No, it was signed by him, and you can put it next to his other stuff.
And it looked
you can,
similar?
Yeah. No, it was. I saw
his
it,
stuff
and
all
I
the
got.
time.
I saw it, and I got the weirdest feeling. Yeah. It was like
Oh, you
this
got the feeling?
oddity
The
store.
hair?
Yes, this
Everything?
oddity store in my by Clearwater Largo Road, right before you go over the bridge to Clearwater. There was 2 things. It was a giant dresser from 1940s Russia or Germany, obviously. That had you turn it around and there's like all kinds of like Dybbuk demon shit writ on it, and I was like, and there was a painting, and the painting was like, I was like, I don't feel good about that painting, and the dude was like, it's like expensive. I was like,
Good.
I don't feel good about it. Yeah. And then a year later, I came in there, and he goes, "Hey, you remember that painting?" I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'll give it to you for $20." I'm like, "Okay."
You didn't feel so bad about it anymore?
I did.
When it was only
Sitting
$20?
in my house, yeah. Do you want to see a picture of it? I know it's over there. I don't want to leave sad.
Mark, you like to work out.
Yeah, I love to work out.
Yeah. So, you know, a lot of times when you work out, one of the probably the scariest things you could do is potentially rip all the skin off of your finger
Yeah.
from your wedding ring. So,
Yes, I've done that, actually.
really?
Yeah. Getting it caught or getting the weight, yes.
Oh, yeah, that happens. Mm-hmm. So, that's why we've teamed up with QALO. Get them wedding rings. You want to go to the gym and still be fully committed to your significant other?
Yes, sir.
Because, I mean, I walk in the gym just like this.
Like, hey,
Hey,
I mean, yeah.
that's essentially what I'm doing.
Yeah. I mean,
Well-
my gym's at my house, but I'm still,
And you still got to do it
I
there.
still got to do it there.
My God. Well, QALO, they want to ask you this. Are you an active person who loves to stay on the move but still wants to show your commitment? I know I am. Then you need a QALO silicone ring. QALO rings are designed for those who live life to the fullest. Whether you're hitting the gym, hiking up mountains, or just need a comfortable alternative to traditional metal rings. Made from the high-quality, durable silicone, QALO rings are not only stylish but also safe and comfortable to wear in any activity.
Absolutely.
Show your commitment without compromising on comfort. Our wives like that part, that commitment. Check out QALO Rings today and embrace your adventure with confidence. We're going to hook people up too. Click on the link in the description and use our code, Undertaker25.
That's it, baby. That's the year of the Undertaker.
The year of the Undertaker. Undertaker25. QALO, thank you so much for supporting 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway.
We greatly appreciate it.
Remember the days in Germany
As much as you'd like me to.
when we get these and you take
I
the
wanted to
top
bring
off
a-
and throw it away?
Yeah, because it never went back
Yeah.
on.
Never.
I wanted to bring a bottle of apple corn and set it in between the mayor. Only a couple times Glenn's ever been inebriated. And it was on apple corn. Do you know what
Germany.
apple corn is?
No.
It's a schnapp.
Apple
Oh, it's a
schnapps
schnapp.
from Germany.
Yeah.
You see that giant son of a bitch?
Do you know how much apple corn it takes to get somebody?
I
Yeah.
can
else?
imagine.
A
I can
lot.
imagine. Yes. Would y'all go through multiple bottles, Henry?
Oh yeah, like
apple
he'd go
corn?
buy one, then Yoko would go buy one, and
And those were the only 2 people making money. So we would buy a round of beers. Here you go, Taker. Be like, "Oh, dude, this is the best." Taker's birthday. We're going to stay down in New York City, right? He's like, I'm getting a room at the Continental, and we're gonna stay in downtown New York City, and we're gonna go out and do New York City right. We're like, yeah, and it was him and me and him. And we got a room at the Continental, and he had this badass fucking Continental is a very famous old hotel in downtown New York. He had an awesome room. We had it was small, you know, double bedroom and everything, and it was cool. And I love New York City. And we go to this place, and we sit down, and they go, "What would you like to drink?" And they were like, "What do you got?" They go, "We have Budweiser and Bud Light." And we go, "We would like 3 Bud Lights." And the lady, I think,
Hold on, you said 30 Bud Lights?
3.
Oh, they said 30.
Yeah.
3 Bud Lights. And the lady goes, okay. It was either me or Henry that said that. And she brought the 3 Budweiser Lights in a fucking can and set them in front of us and hands us a bottle for like $70 for 3 Bud Lights.
It was 35.
And he looks at me and I look at him. And then we both look at him and he goes,
I got the rest.
through the credit card, through the black down. We were like, oh my God. Thank God.
Their heart was in the right place. That's all that mattered.
A beer, a can. It wasn't in a glass.
It wasn't even cold.
A can of beer.
Cold.
It was warm. They took it out of the package.
Lukewarm
They
beer.
probably went to the bodega next door and got it. These guys want Bud Light.
Do you remember the night in Vegas when me, you, and Yoke had the suite? And
No.
Big Ange had showed up, and me and her went out.
Me and Yoke, we split a suite.
There was a big suite somehow.
Was it at the Imperial?
I think so.
I don't
It
even
was
know that.
way up there. It was right before he come up.
Scared me.
But
I bet it was. I bet it was the Imperial.
Yeah, me and
I
Big
remember us
Ange
being
went
at
out
the
that
Pirate
night.
Place in the MGM. I don't remember being at an Imperial.
The pirate place.
The Pirate Place.
Treasure Island?
Yeah, Treasure
But I
Island.
remember waking up and laying on your arm. You remember?
That's awesome.
That's happened a few times to a few people.
I feel like there's been a few stories of other wrestlers waking up
Sleeping with other wrestlers.
with you.
Let me change that. Not sleeping. We had passed out.
What
all
happened,
3 of us.
Henry? What happened this night in Vegas?
He don't remember.
Well, me and a girl from
Unreliable
Georgia,
narrator.
Atlanta, that I
And you
knew,
were
we
yelling at
had
me
went
for
out.
stooging him out to his wife. Hi, Tracy. This is your husband. Continue.
I wasn't married.
Oh, yeah.
This is years ago.
I wasn't married to you at the time. Please continue.
Oh well, you've just set the table there, buddy. We can talk about something else.
yeah, we can talk about something
finish
else
it.
now.
Finish it.
What was
Finish
the
it.
Rock and Roll Express?
Oh my God.
Let me tell you about the rock and roll.
We just saw Ricky like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He looks super old, and I'm sad that he wrestles. It really hurts my
I
heart.
seen Hoot at Mania.
Do you look terrible? He's always looked terrible. I was going to say, do you look terrible? He's always looked terrible.
He looks the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Punky.
Robert was, Punky.
Hey, how old is Punky? He's like almost 70,
Oh my
right?
God. He's
We
got to
talked.
be,
He just lost
he's
a
gotta be
son,
my
too.
dad. Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
The one that was
His
wrestling?
oldest son now. The one that was a musician.
He's got to be our dad's age, my dad's age, like 70, 80 years old. Because I
No,
remember
Punky's not as old
watching
as
him when I
Flair.
was a
Flair's
child.
how old is Flair?
Flair is
74.
75 or 6. Alexa, how? I do that in my house for everything. My Alexa and me have a very special relationship.
She's old.
Do any of you say Alexa?
She's old.
Talk about her. Talk about her.
Don't you talk about Alexa like that? You just
We can
sweetheart
talk
boy.
about Puss in Boots on the interstate.
Puss in Boots.
Oh gosh.
Oh, poor
That's an
bear.
old story. Some people have heard of it.
Coca-Cola
That's a
belly
great
wash.
one. Go ahead, tell that one. That's a great one, and we can bring Paul into our little thing.
Oh, the first night
He
I heard him.
annoyed that. Well, I'm sorry to interrupt.
We'll see.
I'm
We'll
sorry
see
to
if
interrupt.
Henry gets to talk.
Yeah, I promise I'm going to let him tell the story. But he was so great. I think before I got there, he included Mark in him and Paul's adventures because this guy is so nice and so caring and loving. And he annoyed Paul so bad. They would get in the car, and there's Mark driving and Paul, and here's Henry in the back in the middle. Hey, what are we doing, guys? Where are we going to go? What do you do?
Turn that country music on.
Yeah. Puss in Boots. Okay, go ahead with the story when you.
We were going to Pittsburgh, and Mark was driving,
Oh,
moving on pretty good. We're running a little late. It was getting dark. Winter time.
Yep.
A deer darts across the main road, the interstate. Well, Mark hits it, and I'm in the back seat, and I feel the bones and head hitting all up under there. And
The deer had already been hit, but it was so the deer was already. It was like it was a big deer.
Yeah.
like it was a shooter for sure.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
and it was laid out across my lane. And it's 2 lanes going kind of through the mountain there a little bit, and then there's the median, which is like a
Yes, can I help
concrete
you?
esplanade.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
No, I wasn't. So there was like nowhere for me to go because there was a car right on my right side. So I hit that thing just square.
in a Lincoln, the big Lincoln.
Yeah, in a big old town car. I just rolled this thing from I could hear it. You could hear it all the way. And it had a big old rack on it. Evidently, it ripped out the fuel line, everything
What
else.
did we make it, about a mile?
Yeah, we made it about a mile, and
Oh,
then
I didn't even know you drove after you hit it.
I never slowed down.
He just kept going.
We
I'm like,
pulverized that bitch.
shit, we're all
Like a
right, man.
liquid.
About a mile later,
All the fuel done.
pulled over. He says he's mad. He's hot. He says, "Y'all just go on." So we get out of the interstate, and it's getting dark, and there's snow on the side of the road. So yeah,
Pittsburgh.
me and Paul get our luggage. He's got cowboy boots on, his little jeans.
We didn't have rolling bags back then. It was
So we're walking.
holding, yeah.
There's a Hojo's up on, so we go, man, we can walk up there, walk up the ramp, and go to the hotel and call and get a
Cab
taxi,
to the building.
Cab, while he takes care of the shit. So here we are walking up, and Paul's cussing
He's
like a
pissed.
sailor, everything.
He was
And his little
So
cowboy
mean.
boots are clacking on us.
So mean.
We're cold
Love
as
him
shit,
so
blowed
much.
up, blowed up, and he's carrying his suitcase and his.
God, I could just hear him. God damn it.
He said, we're going to be late. So we get a cab, make it, and then he shows up later that night. But
I had to end up walking to the same hotel.
Excuse me, go ahead. You got something that you want to...
Go ahead. Go ahead. Take your time. All right. So yes, I ended up having to walk to the same hotel, get in a cab, take me back to the airport, drop the keys off, let them know where this car's at, get a new rent-a-car, and then drive all the way back into Pittsburgh to make the show.
luckily you were main event. It's a long day.
It was long, man. Yeah. But boy,
But that's where the name Puss in Boots come out. I started calling him Puss in Boots. He got hot at first, but then it was funny after a while.
yeah, after his 3-day, mourning period where he was always pissed about something for 3 days, and then it was a...
And his famous saying, when we'd pull up to a drive-through, he'd, give me that Big Mac and give me a Coca-Cola belly wash.
Coca-Cola belly wash.
Coca-Cola belly wash.
I need that belly wash.
Coca-Cola belly wash.
I hurt my back.
We don't have workman's comp here, so no insurance.
You're on your own, bud.
Yeah, you're on your own.
I have my own insurance, thank you. I'm actually like a real adult right now for the moment in my life. The moment you're seeing me in my life right now,
Is the very best.
I'm, it's, it ain't bad. It ain't bad. Ladies.
So Mark or Henry, however we need to.
Do you know his name is Mark William and his name is William Mark?
Really?
Did you not know that?
And he's
What
just
kind
a
of
Mark.
guest are you? Or a host are you?
He's just
William
a
Mark Canterbury,
I'm
Mark
just a
William
Mark.
Calloway.
Isn't that weird?
Man.
And our birthdays are a week
Yeah,
apart,
like
but a
a
year
year,
apart.
yeah.
Both
Week
March
apart.
babies.
I'm a March baby as well.
All right.
March what?
4th.
16th and
24.
24.
Yeah, the day that Minnie Pearl died.
I like Mini Pearl. I,
my
on the other
birthday
hand,
is,
is after the day after Jesus was born. So it's kind of like Jesus, me,
what's his name?
and you guys.
So
It's important.
you're the one that that vouched for
Yeah.
No, well,
for
I-
Mideon to be.
I
don't know,
I
but-
sponsored him, and Yoko said, You sponsoring
So
this
what was that
fool?
conversation like when you walked up to that table to talk to Yoko?
Well, I've been trying to get him up there for
They
a
make it
while.
out
So
like,
he came
a
up.
Godfather thing, you know? Like I was,
Dude, it was.
like I walked into the basement,
pretty
Joe
legit.
Pesci. It was. I did have the only.
Hold on. Before we get,
Go ahead.
give me the setting. Where were you at? What was the venue here?
A little bar, I can still see it. There was a DJ booth in the corner, and it,
Oh, is
it
this
was
my- okay,
raised.
all right.
And it was all of us: Rikishi, Godfather, me, Savio, Yoko, and Taker, and him. His first night out with us, and Yoko. We're taking a few shots, and Yoko goes, "You sponsoring this fool?"
This fool.
I
We
said,
tried to
"Yeah."
act like prisoners.
Yeah. So it was just us. There was none of the other boys, and it was maybe 3 or 4 people in the bar.
It was
just
a great
perfect
place.
night.
In the middle of, it was like a
perfect
Danvers,
setting.
Iowa, or something.
Yeah, and
Bar, and it was just us.
he started drinking, and
And they were like, I
held
think it was
his own.
Yoko. He was like, "You got to drink this whole thing. You got to drink this whole thing." Was that racist?
Oh yeah, you gonna make fun of Yoko?
I'm the only person
Are you
that
gonna
does
make fun?
set-
Are you gonna make fun of Yoko? Is
I'm
that
the
what you're
person
doing?
that does Samoan like accents, but no, I would never make fun of Yoko. I love Yoko. I love all my BSK guys, and why they continue to have me around, I do not know. But I love them. LSD.
He's still on the Mount
LSD.
Rushmore.
What's your
I
Mount
keep
Rushmore?
forgetting.
What's your Mount Rushmore of BSK members?
I can't, oh God, I don't even. I'm not even in the same state. I would say he goes. I always count it like this: Yoko and Undertaker, and then on Yoko's side you got Rikishi, Savio. It kind of goes the ethnic route, and then you got Mark, and Mark's number 1 is within depending on who you ask, Bear or Crush. And then that person brings in this guy. And then Rikishi brings in Savio. And then this guy brings me in.
You're talking about a family tree. You're not talking about
and
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, no. And, then,
you hit a lot of them,
You've got
a
Paul
lot of branches on the way down.
And Fuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So is
how it
Fuji a
works.
legit member?
I would ask this guy. I'm the last one. I have no say in anything.
True. And you talk the most. This is
More
crazy.
than anyone else. It's like one of my favorite sayings. The guy who talks the most probably knows the least. Wait a minute, that's not how it goes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, I think
you're
you hit
right.
it right on the
I
head.
know.
So is Fuji a legit member?
I don't know that you like.
Grange?
He was definitely
Senior member.
A senior member, yeah. I
He
mean,
wasn't a soldier.
He wasn't.
Like we were.
He wasn't out every night
So in the
with us.
military, you got
soldiers.
commissioned officers, you got non-commissioned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Capos.
Non-commissioned is a,
Yes.
is
You
a,
know,
like
is a enlisted
capos.
guy. Yeah.
Occasionally, we would have to. He was like kind of sometimes like a consigliere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Paul.
Yeah, Paul's. Yeah, depending on the day, like
I know.
Paul.
Paul was.
there were days
I
Paul
remember Paul
hated
got
me.
pushed. He's like, he called us when that thing was. Do you know Carson in BSK? I'm like, yeah, I did know that. I could kill you.
No one's going
No
to
one's going to be able to hear you
You're
rattling on.
rattling on. Yeah.
Maybe I'm doing freeform jazz, like Johnny Mitchell. Right there you go, or Sylvia Plath. Who is
Nick's gonna
mine?
be pissed. Like,
Who's
what
my
is
Teddy
wrong with
Roosevelt?
what is wrong with the audio here? It's like
Teddy Roosevelt of my Mount Rushmore poets.
So, you know, on Joe Rogan show, he does Protect Our Parks, is what the name, and they've done about a dozen of them.
Protect Our Parks?
That's what he calls it. And he had a group of comedians come in that just his buddies, and they all got really drunk, and one of the guys was wearing a shirt that said Protect Our Parks. So they started naming, they get together about once every month or two, maybe 3 months, and they do a Protect Our Parks episode, and they all just get hammered drunk and get really high on set, and it turns into just an absolute disaster.
like this one.
This feels like
I would
we're
like
in
to
that
suggest.
category.
I saw an episode of Joe Rogan and Jamie and Joey Diaz and Kill Tony and a fighter.
Brandon.
It might have been, and they all took a lot of mad honey or something.
Yeah.
I think we need to do that. Not for an episode. We just need to find some tonight and do it.
No.
Just
Ladies and gentlemen of Austin,
recreationally, let's just go.
my name is
Anybody
Dennis
have Mad
Knight. Does
Honey?
anyone have many at Mad Honey?
Oh, Mad Honey. Mark, we got a new sponsor, bud.
We got a new one.
We got a new one, and you've had this before already.
This is good, man. Give me one of those.
So that's Magic Spoon. All right. I've had this once before when we got them as a sponsor. I started reading a little bit more about them, and I'm really excited for them to be a sponsor to a point
absolutely.
where I'm going to pop this open.
You're gonna open it up now?
And I'm going to try a little bit of it.
Check it out. 0 sugars, 4 grams net carbs, and 13 grams of protein in a cereal.
That's pretty dang good.
I'm not gonna open mine. Let me have some of this one.
You take that one home tonight and eat some cereal with the kids.
That's really good, man.
Oh, yeah, it tastes really good. Good flavor. So let me tell you a little bit about Magic Spoon.
Give me a little bit more because this is really good.
Okay, as a kid, we loved eating cereal, right? Mm-hmm. But as an adult, I don't want all that sugar. And most cereals don't give me the protein I need. Then recently, we hooked up with Magic Spoon, a nostalgically delicious cereal that tastes just like our childhood favorites, but without the sugar and with all of the protein. Macros. Every serving of Magic Spoon has 13 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, 4 grams of net carbs, so you can feel good about eating cereal again. The flavor options. We're sitting here eating the fruity one right now.
Yep.
You've got
I got
cocoa.
cocoa.
Flavor options. They also have 10 flavors that all taste just like the cereal you loved as a kid. Their most popular are fruity, cocoa. They have a frosted. By the way, you have a peanut butter. Why we didn't get peanut butter, I don't know. But
We'd ate the whole box.
oh, dude, the peanut. No, yeah, that's kryptonite for me. But there are so many more, like blueberry muffin, cinnamon roll. They got a birthday cake. They got a honey nut and a maple waffle. Magic Spoon makes it so easy for us to get more protein when you're too busy or tired to cook. Come home, pour your bowl of cereal.
Breakfast for dinner.
We're giving these folks a deal too. You can get $5 off your next order of delicious cereal at magicspoon.com/6feet. Or look for Magic Spoon in your nearest grocery store. That's magicspoon.com/6feet for $5 off. Magic Spoon. Hold on to the dream.
I like that. That's a nice little catchphrase.
Yeah.
Mad
Would
honey.
you take Mad Honey, Matt?
I don't know what Mad Honey is.
Okay, Mad Honey is a honey that is produced in
You've got a
Nepal.
jar.
I had a jar,
Yeah,
a little jar.
It's a honey that's produced in Nepal. Okay, and there are these flowers in Nepal that the bees feed on that are hallucinogenic flowers.
Oh, okay.
So the bees feed
I
on the
think I
pollinated
have heard of
hallucinogenic
this,
honey,
yeah.
and then they make honey, and you can take like a teaspoon of it and
Yeah.
get a trip. What I'm trying to do is get a video done where
You
the
eat a whole
WWE pays me and Liv Morgan to go to South America and do ayahuasca and film it all.
honey.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Why not? Why wouldn't it? He sacrificed. He cut his wrist open, made me drink it, and then carved a symbol on my chest on TV in 1998. And I'm not gonna drink some tea.
No, they know that you will drink the tea. I don't think they're going to send Liv Morgan.
I don't
with you,
think they're
first of all.
going to put. Yeah.
I need a sidekick, and why not a tiny little gorgeous blonde that I am who just can
Shut up.
No,
You
for
don't- just
real.
shut up.
I have to make it like that.
You pervert.
I do. I have to make it like that. It would not be that way. Although, have you ever seen the movie The
No.
Professional with Natalie Portman?
I
and,
did see that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that a great movie?
Would you stop?
Can't stop. Won't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop.
It was actually a really good movie. Now I
our
won't
friend
ever
over
be able
here-
to watch it again.
Yeah, I think our friend over here has stomach problems because he has not stopped bending over since you started talking, Mr. Calloway. Oh my God!
You let me know when you would like to go into Q&As. You know,
About
that's
30 minutes ago.
Thursday, if possible.
Probably before the bottle's empty.
that bottle's going to be empty sooner than we want it to be.
This be- Shut up.
What the
This
hell?
is bigger than a fifth. This is.
Easy for you to say.
Hey, I asked him. I
Big
saw an
talk.
episode. You had a bottle from your barrel. The barrel.
Yeah.
It's so much better than that, isn't it? Barrel.
Yeah. It's much
You
smoother.
suck. I need to order such expensive bourbon tonight.
Yeah. But you're the one that said you got all this money. Yeah.
I know. Henry
Dinner's
said
on him tonight.
Yeah, he
I
said
ruined
dinner's
it.
on him.
I ruined it.
Where are we
Dude,
going tonight? We're going to
Oh,
Did I
we're going to
tell you this?
carve. I
We're
got
going
a
to
private room too.
Check this shit out. Check this shit
Took a hefty deposit,
Last
buddy. You're going.
The waiter has me order the wine. He brings the wine glass to me. He has me do the ritual. He does that. Other people order, and they ask me, and the waiter sees me describing this and this and this and this. So the check comes, and the waiter literally reaches over Mr. Calloway to me and hands me the check, and I went, unless you need a new employee, this is going to the guy next to me.
The best line of the last dinner.
The oak?
Okay, first the
I've
oak.
seen you say that a few times.
No,
yeah.
the second one though was whenever they brought the wine out and you took a sip of it and you went, "Oh God, this tastes like wine that's too expensive for me."
Yeah.
And Mark goes, "Well, don't worry, Dennis, I got it tonight." And you go, "We'll take 2 bottles."
Yes. You need to know the limit,
Yeah,
know
Boone's
the
Farm.
line, go right up to the line, peek over the line, and then come back.
Mad Dog 2020 tonight.
No, it's dude. This motherfucker called. Did you know he texted me from a fancy restaurant with him and Amy?
I was at Stone. No, actually, we took the Black Rifle guys out to Stone and Webster.
That's racist.
And
Why can't they just be rifle guys?
that's the name of
Because
their
it's
company.
not called the Rifle Guy Coffee
I
Store.
got my yacht club to switch our other coffee to Black Rifle coffee, and I got nothing for it.
Well, I
Go
just
ahead.
found out yesterday. So I texted him. I was like, "What wine should I order tonight at dinner?" Sent him a wine list.
He says I'm at
Actually-
Chick-fil-A.
I'm at Chick-fil-A.
Since you've been in Austin, tell them about the homeless lady you fell in love with.
We did this like an hour ago. Where were you?
Did we?
Yes. I didn't listen to your entire thing. And I know more about what happened than you do.
Well, guys, I appreciate y'all coming.
Hey,
This-
this needs to go on the road, Matt. Tell me people would not pay upwards of $30 to $45 to watch us talk for this amount of time.
upwards to
We're talking pants and shirt money, Mark. Maybe bandana money.
this is bandana
You
money.
know what I have? I got years and years and years and years and years ago. I got a letter, and I was going to be on Hell's Kitchen, and it was like they were like wanting me on Hell's Kitchen, like right after wrestling and all that, and I got on that and was doing all the interviews, and I was right to the last thing, and he sends me a George Bush card with a bandana, and I think I asked him for the bandana that I was going to wear during the whole episode, and then they didn't pick me because I was too nice, and they wanted me to be more mean. And then Next Level Chef did the same thing. They're like, "Oh, why don't you be an ass?" I'm like, "Because I'm not an ass." They just wanted people to argue and fight. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna help the person if they're right. You know, I'm not gonna hide. When's the good guy gonna be cool? It's cooler to wear a Charles Manson T-shirt than a Jesus Christ T-shirt. Boom, boom.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna have to draw a line.
We're gonna.
Yeah, I'm.
All right, how about it's cooler to wear a Che Guevara shirt than a Nelson Mandela shirt?
A who? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know.
Who she pitched for?
Who'd he pitch?
Who's he pitch for?
He pitched.
Ain't got no gas in it.
What's he with the Marlins?
It ain't got no gas in it. Who's he pitch for? Who'd he ever beat?
Wow.
He never beat the Yankees. I can tell you that.
This is like your job now.
No, bro.
Yeah,
I just
you used
do
travel
this to
city
get out of the
city
house
and you beat up
once
by
a month.
giants. I love the story about who was it? Was it Jericho coming in or somebody coming in, and you were like, Vince, and you were like, "Oh man, I'm gonna have so much fun with him," and Vince was like, "No, wait." Jay Gonzalez. He goes,
Oh yeah, no, I wanted to work with Yoko. It was Yoko.
Okay, it was Yoko. So it was like a small, tiny, fast wrestler. Did you ever work with Eddie Guerrero?
Yes.
I never worked with Eddie Guerrero. I wanted to.
He was amazing.
I wrestled Benoit, and he was phenomenal. Mike Graham was like wrestling a ghost. And I think only people that have wrestled a lot of people will understand what I mean when I say that. It was like wrestling a ghost.
What does that mean?
It was solid. I felt him, but I felt nothing against me. It was the softest, most professional feeling wrestling match I've ever been in my life. Mike Graham, Brad Armstrong, Scott Armstrong, very underrated. Of course, Bobby Eaton.
Mabel.
Gotta ruin it. What do you want me to say next?
Brett.
Ric Flair.
Did you enjoy
Brett.
working Brett?
I love working with Brett, but he wasn't light.
He got his job because of you.
Rubber
and
mallets.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right?
the rubber
Rubber
mallets. Yeah, no, Brett's awesome.
I
Yeah,
think
I
he
liked
got his
working
job from wrestling you and Brett on Raw. Because you,
I had 2
I was
weeks with
like, I
Brett.
remember that, and of course I'm watching him because he just left me and he's my partner, and I'm like, holy, you guys like got like 10 minutes, and you gave him a lot of.
We talked about that.
Yeah. Oh, did you? I want
Yeah.
your little podcast.
Yeah.
You gonna do a little stand-up show next? Don't talk to me. I'll kill you.
Why don't we go into some Q&As?
Yeah, let's go into some
Patreon section of the podcast. If you are a Patreon member, stick around. We're going to go into our
Patreon folks can
Explain
Question
that to
and
me. I
answers.
don't know what that means.
We'll get
Patreon?
there.
Yes.
We'll talk about that.
It's paid, right?
Yes.
It's a paid wall, yes.
Do you know TSA Prima is like $90 for 5 years, and you don't have to take your shoes off or anything anymore? Did you know that?
No.
You know what? When we get to the airport tomorrow, I'm buying you TSA pre thing. For
not
5
how that
years,
works.
bitch.
5
In
years.
5 years, you
No
go
shoes
small in
off.
line. You don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to open your bags. You don't have to do You're allowed to bring guns and bombs in. It basically is what they're saying. For $90.
No, they're not.
They're not
Just
saying that.
be
no.
perfectly clear. that they're
not
not.
very clear.
And not even that I need to
Ladies and
tell you
gentlemen, I'd like
that.
to
I probably should
welcome-
tell you.
I'd like
Don't
to
take your
welcome
gun
this
with you.
week's new sponsor, the TSA. But no, yes, no, it's phenomenal. It's a very small line. It's no shoes off.
We understand TSA.
I don't, do you have it?
Yes, I've got
It's
TSA.
$90 for 5 years.
I know that.
What the F?
Damn.
Jump right in front of the line, everything.
I know.
Right?
I stood, although I met a lot of nice people, and
I bet they were so excited to meet you.
they were. It's amazing.
I bet they
Matt.
signed
If
up for
you-
TSA as soon as they
if
got
you
out of
didn't
that
know
line.
me,
They canceled their flight. They were like, just in
I'm
case.
going back. I got to sign up for
Where do you
TSA.
sign up
How
for that
much?
TSA?
They just canceled their flight. Like, I ain't going on this trip.
We're
I
going
could
home.
potentially be on the same plane as this guy.
This flight, I could buy an above ground pool behind the trailer. We'll just pretend it's a water park.
We're good.
We're fine.
Okay, so that's the end of this episode.
Oh my God.
Unless you are a Patreon member, stick around. We're going to be doing the question and answers. If you're not a Patreon member,
Will you
head over
behave?
to
We have to
Patreon.
hit up our sponsors.
6 feet
Behave.
under
Okay,
with Mark
all right.
Calloway.
I won't say a thing.
So we're going to do our sponsors, okay? Is that all right?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to say anything.
I should
I
have
want
did
to
that
say
sooner.
thank you to DraftKings, Happy Dad. I think there's been too much of that today, maybe.
Happy dad.
First Phorm, getting us through this. Artisan Grange, QALO, Magic Spoon, and then most of all,
No, Jack
Bluechew. Jack Daniels
get a
has been
hold
an
of you.
honorary
He's just
sponsor.
honorary sponsor. We are open to talk.
Yes. But Bluechew, thank you very much. And once again, if you are a Patreon member, here comes the questions and answers.
Ba-dum-bum.